Today is July 6th, 2023. Yesterday, I had things to do and I went to go out to Mentors. Two ladies walk in. They drugged her because Dave had wanted to have sex with her and he was having a hard time breaking up with her. That's rape. Your husband cannot have you drugged so he can have sex with you because you have the right to tell him no. I went out and got my car and said that, and they scattered. Okay. All right. I went out to go to work yesterday, and I went back out to get my car, get something out of it, and some guy yells off. I know he laughed at him because he fooled him with his tapes before. Okay. Well, a few hours later, I go back out to my car. Some lady's out there screaming at all of them. I told you people to stay out of this. Do you realize what you've done? And then when I go to leave, some idiot off in the dark, they wanted the truth out of you. That's why they did it. An occult wanted the truth out of me, and a drug cartel. An occult. An occult. So they had me drugged, beaten, raped. They had me stalked, sold me on porn sites, Photoshop shower scenes, and had men break in and drug me and beat me and rape me because they wanted the truth. That's not getting the truth, it's getting what they want. Are you really that stupid? I want you to think about this. Are you really that stupid? We're hitting, are you really that stupid? And it's going to come down to that. Are you really that stupid? Because just like the first month of case, some old man walked up to me. You know, that bruise on your leg, it's way up on my thigh. And I'm like, and we're at Wood Forest. And I'm like, yeah, I used sodium pentothal on you. Do you know what you told me? Or first he looked at me and said, for every idle word you tell on us, I'll turn it on you. It threatens me. He's like, you try to leave Dave, I'll list your child molester. I'm like, who are you? He's like, you know that bruise on your leg? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I use sodium pentothal on you. It's a lethal outlaw drug. Spy flick movie stuff that you say yes to anything. You lie under it. He said, you know what you told me? No, I never seen that man. He had to break in my house while I was sleeping, pick my bedroom lock, and then stab me with an amnesia drug and tell me to say the stupid, stupid lie. You were wearing this one nightgown. You bent over him probably once, and they accidentally seen your butt, and you had a life of pain because of it. I'll list you a child molester for that. I got away from that freak. Went home to a legally bugged house. I'm like, Dave, I always wore the grandma nightgown down to my knees, underwear and a housecoat when the grandkids were over before. I know that. Legging sweater and a housecoat when the grandkids were over. I know that. I said, besides a grandma nightgown and some laces I kept from you, I didn't own those nightgowns till this last year. I just bought them. I know that. Because one time, and I said, Dave, remember that one time I was fixing the TV? And I bent over and they went, and we were video chatting. Oh, Grandma, what's on the back of your legs? And they went, I told them varicose veins. I got them when I had your daddy. Here, oh, Pep, I get changed. And they're right behind my knees. He said, I remember that. He had no idea. Like they yelled last year outside my clients in Navarre. We found out some old ass was drinking up urine before. That's not funny. Or was that any of that the truth? No. Of what he was saying that he told me to say under drugs, it's not even close to what happened. See what I mean? I had a bruise. I was throwing up. And that idiot broke in my house and stabbed me with an amnesia drug and told me to say that lie. Life of pain, wrong night count, and butt lie? How stupid are you people? There's people come up and said, they told you to say you're a weirdo, whatever, before. Ew. They told you to say you're a flasher. Then they told you to say the mean game of pretend. I thought that's a mean game of pretend. They were all laughing about it and told adults it was a mean game of pretend. Then Melissa told them to say. Like they said, they were just trying to scare her out of the house because they wanted it for Auntie Shaw and Papa. Huh? So, my whole family spoke highly of me. Then what else were they supposed to? Supposed to hurt everybody. Supposed to be crazy. I thought you're crazy. Who the hell breaks in somebody's home and roofies drinks my 2-liter Diet Coke of all things, or my coffee creamer? I'd run to the bathroom and throw up. It took me a while to figure out where I was getting so sick from. Had to demand individually drinks washed off the top, and if I left it in the room, to make sure I threw it away. And then I woke up I had injection marks. They were stabbing me in my sleep. I put my refrigerator in front of the door. That's not getting the truth out of me. That's why. That's them drugging me and telling me to say stuff. They have... Do you realize that's kidnapping, assault with a deadly weapon? Huh? Attempted murder. They assault with injuries. Stalking. They sex traffic videos of me and Dave in bed on porn sites. To get even with me because Dave was dating Katie. They human trafficked me to the drug cartel under drugs, leaving me beat, raped, and infected. Seen by Altman family physicians. Now, how sick of an occult is it in that drug cartel? And they're laughing at all these people that they fooled them. And Lighthouse Tabernacle already made fun of FBI agent John. June 7th, 23. Katie's sister. In Lighthouse Tabernacles in Walmart 62. FBI agent John fell for the tapes before? Oh, come on now. That agent actually fell for that? It was just a stunt. A demonic stunt. You're kidding. That agent actually fell for it? John fell for it. Oh, come on. He actually fell for the stunt of the tapes before. It's just a stunt. They're getting even with me because Dave was dating Katie. And had him make up that mean joke in the other store, deny it, so they could be hiding behind the purses. She left. We all have to get her. Who gets people worth 50? Huh? Get the idea? She's a millionaire. Spins her little webs. She wouldn't have known if it wasn't a setup. Yeah. They're like, oh, come on. FBI agent John fell for the tapes before? Oh, come on now. That agent actually fell for it? John fell for it. FBI agent John fell for the stunt of the tapes before. You're kidding. Is that what's going on? Is that why they got away with it? Because FBI agent John fell for the stunt of the tapes before. Walmart 62, June 7th, 23, 11 o'clock in the morning by the front bathroom. The tape and audio. November 18th, 22, Walmart 62, 2 to 6 p.m. by the hair salon. Eric comes in, the drug dealer. All the tapes before were me and not her. It was my idea to come up with it, my idea to do it, my idea to say it for all these people turned on and they fell for it. If it was only you, I could take care of it. I know it's that bad, I still fell for it. I heard he's June 30th. I was walking around Metzger's Parks and men were talking about it. So the guy running it, that's Eric. It's a real social life. Huh? Real life at the party. Huh? Laughing how he fooled all these people into helping out and he stole everything from her. And he fooled all of them with a stunt of a tape before. He was laughing with everyone in the party how he fooled all these people. Do these people like to be made fools out of? You were fooled by a drug trader that's human trafficking people. Then a call got drug dealers. Now this is coming down to, oh, come on now. Oh, come on. We live in the United States of America. We do not live in a communist country or a Muslim country where men own women, that women are dogs, that they can have them drugged, they can hire men to stalk them, tape them unaware in their home, sell videos of them in bed, in the shower, photoshopping a shower scene in the other room they already admitted they did. It's clicking and pasting. And then date rape drugging them with amnesia drugs so they're sleepwalking and told to say stuff. Oh, yeah, and that they can have them beat and raped. We don't live in a communist country. We don't live in a Muslim country, like where Al-Qaeda owns its women. We don't live in one of those countries. We live in the United States of America. People need to educate their daughters. Educate them. No man owns a woman or a child as far as taking all of its rights away. Every child in the United States of America has the same rights as a man or anybody else. Every woman, every child. We have the right to an attorney to represent us. We have a right to remain quiet and not incriminate ourselves. We have a right of privacy to be safe and secure within our own person, our places, our homes, our papers and effects against all unreasonable searches or seizures. Got a lot more rights. We don't live in a communist country, so can I hire a drug cartel to get the truth out of me? By drugging me, beating me, and raping me? Nope. Can my ex-husband hire stalkers and drug dealers to do that to me and not go to jail? No. He can't interfere in my life at all. You can't even walk around taking the pictures of people. The same ones. You do realize that, right? Right. Told you. These people sold the FBI case where they made fun of that John, FBI. He's the one that told on me at the Apostolic Church of Bremerton where I tried to tell him on a recorded line. Somebody told him, he called me a liar. Came out, it was him. He told on me before I called him back that he fell for their stunt and went up there and told them I called the FBI. They were talking about a Hurtville kitchen pickup center that got cameras and audio. A nurse walks in June 30th, 2023 about noon. I go pick up my client food. Said Karen's will found out that he made fun of everyone for falling for his stunt the days before. None of this is funny. I have been tortured. I had my skull bashed in. I've been almost shot driving. There's a shooting night. My ex is caught with the shooters. They broke in the old lady's apartment. Thank God she was in the hospital. Those men never came back, and they burned everything within the first 30 days. They pulled a case. They actually may find the girls they took. They kept saying a doctor was watching me. And I thought, why do you have a doctor? And then they're profiling people, how much you weigh, if you have bad habits, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, okay? And they kept saying they were going to relocate me to Florida. Well, I kept getting away from them, okay? They were talking about it clear into Massillon, okay? From Belden, Massillon, everywhere I go, they were talking about it. Well, in December of 18, January 19, they actually set the place in Florida they were going to take me. I looked it up in a legally bugged house. See, that's one thing that agent did do. He opened a real case with statements of money. And just walked away. I wouldn't have thought he did anything. But Stark County Sheriff's mentioned it. Massillon Police, North Canton. Harville. In uniform. And then I have my own security team in Canton. Police calls them officers. And they always mention Karen around the house or Karen's will. I Googled the office where he said he was at, and I found him. Because he was so rude to me on the phone. I told you, I tried to tell him, he called me that someone told on me to that church. Dave told Danny April 15, 16, and 23, he talked to him. November 6th, 22, investigators found out through officers that it was agent that called me back that told on me the night before I called him back to that church. Oh my Lord, they walk out. He called me a liar, and then when I tried to tell him about the guy threatening to knife me, was there a camera above the bench? As if I looked for a camera. I got away from that bastard. I want you to think about that. Got in front of someone. I almost passed out. I was already dizzy. That's why I sat down on the bench. And then when he came up and threatened to knife me, I had a double, like, I almost passed out. Caught my breath and then caught my breath and turned my car into the bank. I want to open an account, got in front of somebody. I figure if I ran for it, they just chased me down and stabbed me. Either say you're lying if you don't know there's a camera above the bench or else. That's badgering. It's obstruction, justice, tampering with evidence, and tampering with witnesses. I don't know. Then you say you're lying or I'll arrest you. Fine, whatever. Made me beg for my life. Then listed me informant for life, for you have a life of peace as an informant. Nothing legally stated dated against you again forever for work in this case. No man will ever touch you. I'll make sure of it. And we'll always put it back as if it never happened, and only for you would we do this for you. You can't be legally charged for anything for work in this case, even when you tell. And I opened an account with $5,000 a month to start building today, and you have that money to move on. And from now on, for work in this case. Okay? Then he flip-flopped, so I'd be too afraid to tell. I already told him that somebody was telling on me at the church. Here he supposed to have fell for the tapes before, and went and told on me. More likely, I figured they paid him off. No one can be in your home. That's where I talk to officers about it. They laugh about it. It's illegal to be in somebody's home. It'd be illegal to look or listen. It's the Fourth Amendment. Nobody can be in your home. Your husband or boyfriend cannot hire a drug cartel to stalk you, to Photoshop scenes, let alone break in and drug you and tell you say stuff and frame you in your own home. Nobody has a right in your home. It's a Fourth Amendment over the house. So, that's where they, Even the FBI go to jail for being in your home outside of protected like case with statements. But that's where people around me, we all know that idiot couldn't hire stalkers. No, he can't interfere in my life. Do you know I was down at my son John's church? Oh, was it about February 19? And the minister's wife was talking to a lady, and they started talking about some of the stuff around me and said, her husband had the choice of participating in this. Of course he did. Of course he did. If he just didn't want me, he should have just left me. You don't touch anybody by any God's green earth or interfere in their lives. And when people wake up that they're laughing at them, that they're calling them fools, they fooled them. And how big of fools they are for falling for their son. Turn them in. It's a drug cartel and a cult. Trying to prove to all these people that we don't live in the United States of America, that anybody can break in your home and stalk you. They won't go out in trouble. They can break in and stab you with a date rape drug, tell you to say something stupid, you wake up, run to the bathroom, throwing up, dizzy. And here they have drugged you and you've been sleepwalking for 4 to 6 hours. Oh, and worse, you get a personal infection. And here you've been drugged, beaten, raped, and they sold you on porn signs. Photoshopped a shower scene, and they can steal everything you have. It's a sextortion scam. A violent, vile one, done by human traffickers. I'm going to upload this.